Hey, what's up guys? In today's video, we're going to be going over some very interesting PlayStation news. Now, the first thing I want to talk about has to do with this rumored upcoming state of play. So this is actually coming from Insider Gaming over on Twitter, and the headline reads, PlayStation has a state of play scheduled for next week, it's claimed. Another source has stated that PlayStation has a state of play planned for next week. Earlier this month, Insider Gaming exclusively reported that PlayStation has a State of Play event scheduled for the end of September, where Marvel's Wolverine is almost certainly going to be a part of the event. Now, another source has corroborated the SOP news, adding that it's arriving as soon as next week. There have been a few State of Play events in recent times, but they focused on one game, such as the 007 First Light and Ghost of Yotei gameplay deep dive. The last proper State of Play showcase was back on June 4th, and since then, players have been patiently waiting for a new one. Fortunately for them, a very reliable source, Nate the Hate, has also claimed that Sony has a presentation soon, adding that it's scheduled for next week in a follow-up reply on Twitter. So yeah guys, it seems like all signs are pointing to Sony officially having a big event at the end of this month, because there's been rumors that, Sony is at some point towards the end of this month that they are going to put on either a state of play or a showcase. So far, no one's really been able to say, hey, it's a showcase, or hey, it's a state of play. We just know that it's a PlayStation event. Yesterday, someone was asking about an update on this rumored show, and Nate the Hate, who is a pretty reliable insider when it comes to gaming news, he simply replied saying that it's next week. So I'm assuming this is going to be a very big state of play with like Wolverine and possibly Venom, and we'll talk about that in the next topic. But I mean, they'll probably announce it with a couple days in advance. So if this is happening next week, I'm assuming it'll be on Thursday, and they'll announce it on Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. But yeah, I mean, I'm very, very excited, just like you guys are, and if this does end up happening next week, I will cover it and I will let you guys know everything that is revealed. But what do you guys think down below? Let me know your thoughts on the fact that Nate the Hate is coming out and saying that Sony is having a big event sometime next week. Alright, moving on to the next topic in the video, I want to go over a big rumor regarding Marvel's Wolverine as well as Venom. So once again, this is coming from Insider Gaming on Twitter, and the headline reads, Marvel's Wolverine release window set and Venom game development ongoing, it's claimed. New claims about Insomniac's upcoming projects have surfaced online. It seems that Marvel's Wolverine is targeting a 2026 release window, and the Venom project hasn't been cancelled. Development is still ongoing. Marvel's Wolverine is easily the most anticipated project right now from Insomniac Games, and players have been waiting to hear more about the game since it was revealed back in 2021. Insider Gaming recently exclusively revealed that the game is likely to be at PlayStation's next state of play, and now new claims about Insomniac's Wolverine and Venom have surfaced online. Insomniac Games suffered a massive ransomware attack in 2023, which revealed a plethora of information about their upcoming projects, including Marvel's Wolverine and Venom, among others. The leaks had indicated that Wolverine will be targeting a 2026 release window, and now a report by MP First states that sources familiar with the situation have informed them that Wolverine is on course for the 2026 release window. The same sources that provided information about Marvel's Wolverine stated that Venom's development is ongoing. No information was revealed about the latter's release window or development progress. Moreover, a different source also provided MP First with story details for Marvel's Venom. However, they were unable to verify them. Starting with the narrative claims of the Venom game, it appears that Eddie Brock, everybody's beloved Venom, will become the protagonist in the upcoming title. Anti-Venom will also be a part of this game. But it isn't the one we saw Peter using in Marvel Spider-Man 2. Instead, it's a different, more frightening version, which will end up with Eddie Brock, who can retain his persona while using anti-venom. So yeah guys, I mean, this is very, very interesting coming out. Not only that, apparently it seems like it's pretty much almost confirmed that Marvel Wolverine is going to be re-revealed at this upcoming state of play, possibly next week. But there's been a lot of rumors ever since this ransomware attack that Insomniac was working on a standalone Venom game, and then after that, it's been radio silent. There's not been a trailer, not even a tiny hint of this game even existing. But apparently, this Venom game is not canceled. I know a lot of us thought that, oh, they probably scrapped it because they're focusing on Wolverine, and then they got Spider-Man 3 and a new Ratchet and Clank. But it seems like as of right now, they are still going forward with this Venom game. And I'm pretty sure also in that ransomware attack, I'm pretty sure it said the release date was 2027 for Venom. And now that Insomniac is pretty much saying that they still believe that Wolverine is going to hit that 2026 release window, I think it makes perfect sense that they drop Wolverine next year, and then the next year they drop Venom. Now, I could be wrong, and if I am, you guys feel free to let me know down in the comment section, but apparently the original release windows for these two games was Venom was supposed to come out next year, and then Wolverine in 2027. But if that's true, I'm guessing for some reason they just wanted to flip that around. I don't know if there was development issues, or they want to release it in that way. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm very, very excited to finally see Wolverine in like its official, like finished, polished state. And I really want to see this Venom game. I mean, I feel like we probably won't see even a reveal trailer until probably next year. But yeah, guys, I mean, these news and rumors are starting to ramp up as we're getting to the holiday season. And yeah, I just cannot wait to finally see Wolverine and eventually Venom. But what do you guys think down below? Let me know your thoughts on the fact that apparently Marvel's Wolverine now has a release window set, and also the Venom game is still ongoing development. Alright, moving on to the final topic in the video, I want to go over this report talking about when it comes to physical games for the PS5. So this is coming from PlayStation Universe, and the headline reads, PlayStation physical game sales make up only 3% of total games sold. Physical game sales are disappearing faster than many expected. Sony's latest report shows they now make up just 3% of PlayStation revenue, down from 6% in 2020. That's nearly $1 billion still, but it underscores the industry's move toward digital. Meanwhile, rumors suggest the PS6 could include a detachable disc drive, giving players a choice without forcing anyone fully into digital. The shift highlights a global divide. Digital gaming dominates regions with strong internet, while discs remain important where connectivity lags. By offering a detachable drive, Sony could serve both markets efficiently. In other words, it's a nod to tradition in a digital-first world, balancing old habits with new trends. So yeah, guys, it just keeps getting worse and worse year over year for us people that love and support physical media, whether that's not just games, but movies and stuff like that. It just seems like every year there's always new reports that the sales for physical media is going down and down and down. And I didn't know this personally, but apparently the sales 5 years ago for physical games for Sony was down 6%. It was down to 6% sales, and now 5 years later that's cut in half. So only 3% of people that are buying these games are buying physical copies, which I'm not judging anyone that is digital only, because it is more convenient. You don't got to go to Walmart and pick up a copy or wait 2 weeks after the release date for it to be delivered. You know, you just download it and you can play it as soon as the game launches, you know. And you also save like $5 or whatever because there's no shipping on the PlayStation Store. So I do get it, but at the same time, you know, being an avid supporter of physical media, I love collecting physical games and movies, so this just sucks to read. Hopefully, I mean, there was that big rumor that Sony is going to offer a disc drive for the PS6, so it seems like we'll have at least one more generation of physical games, but I fully expect probably by the PlayStation 7 generation that they will probably go digital only, because if they only have like 1% of people buying physical games, what's the point? You know, it'll probably cost them money at that point. But what do you guys think down below? Let me know your thoughts on the fact that physical games for the PlayStation is now only making up 3% of total game sales. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Until next time, guys, take care.